Hey everybody, we're back with another edition of Jim's Fitness. My name is Jim and I'll be your instructor today. No, I'm kidding. I'm just the only guy who's ever on the show, so you're stuck with me no matter what. I've got another great routine that we're gonna be doing today, or at least I'll be doing. Hopefully you're doing with me. So let's hit the floor and do some push-ups, and then we'll go do our cardio. Hey everybody, time for our push-ups, and today we're gonna mix it up a little, do something a bit different, at least for those of you who are looking for something a little bit more, creative. So we're gonna do a standard push-up set, 40 push-ups, plank, 10 push-ups, plank, 5 push-ups, but for the first 20 in a normal push-up position. But then for the next 20, instead of going straight up and down, you're going to alternate. You're going to go kind of to the side and to the side. So kind of this left to right motion. And as you can see, I want to keep my body still inside of my arms. I'm not trying to go outside of them because that's really going to get very weird mechanically for your body. And the trick is, especially if you've never done these, take them a little bit slower because it's more about just sort of that stability. You want to make sure if you feel anything tweaking oddly or weirdly in your arms, then just do regular push-ups or just hold your plank or stop entirely if you need to. But for the rest of us, let's give it a go. I think it'll be kind of fun. I'll count to 40, but when I hit 20, I'll announce we're going to do the side to sides. And I'm going to do it from this weird angle so that you guys can try to see that I'm going side to side. After we plank, the next 10 and the plank and the 5, those are just regular push-ups. All right, so we're just doing the side to sides for the second half of the first 40. All right, let's go. So let's start the first group of 40. So we're doing regular push-ups until we get to number 21, and we'll start going side to side. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we're going to go side to side. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Hold your plank. Whew. All right. So it's just a little bit of a fun, creative switch. I got a couple others for you. If you really like those, let me know. Whew. You can mix those in. All right, next 10, we're just regular on the way out. So let's do the next 10. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold your plank. And the last 5. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Good. All right, so very quickly, why did we do that? What did you feel? How was that? So, why do we do that? If you're always doing the exact same motions all the time, your body really gets used to them, and you're only going to work those very specific muscle patterns, which on many levels is great because you want to train your body to do things correctly. However, if you want to really just challenge the body a little bit, work on some of the surrounding part of the muscle that maybe isn't hit as directly, you have to switch your motion and your mechanics a little bit. So by just doing that slight side to side, you're doing some slightly different, you're shifting your weight so it's not perfectly evenly balanced across the two arms. So it also puts a little bit more weight on each side that you go to. It also creates this need for you to balance when you're in a non-linear position, which also is good for getting some of those other core muscles and such. And hey, it's just fun to mix it up sometimes. I also kind of like to think of it a little bit like I mentioned with the jogging, with crossovers running backwards, where by using the muscles in a slightly different way, I don't know about you, but I found that actually easier to complete. Sounds counterintuitive, but easier to complete than just doing 40 straight through. So could be interesting, something for you to mix up, something for you to change. And also, again, hits different parts of the pecs and the arms that you are normally working on a push-up, so we'll throw that in sometimes. So now let's stand back up. All right, guys, so now we're going to do something actually for kind of the backs and the hammies a little bit. So yesterday we did this bending straight down motion, curl my back a little bit there, to work kind of on your back. You probably also felt it in your hamstrings a little bit today. So one thing I want to do that targets those muscles a bit, and because they might be a little bit stiff from yesterday, you're going to stand, and what you're going to do is you're going to balance on one leg at a time, and you're going to basically be, if you ever watched The Simpsons, you're going to be the drinking bird that drinks the water. You know, the little bird that you tip and it goes, drink, drink, and Homer goes, it's drinking the water. Well, that's what we're going to do. So you're going to balance on one leg, you're going to keep your body with your other leg straight, and you're going to tip down and come back up, and tip down and come back up. So it's all about just keeping your balance. It won't feel like you're doing much of a real, I'll call it power move of any way with your muscles, but trust me, you will feel these later. So we're just going to do 10 on each leg. Pick whichever leg you feel comfortable with. I'll do them sideways. And again, because it's a new motion, if you lose your balance a little bit, put your foot down, that's fine. But otherwise, if you can keep your balance well enough, your leg that is extending backwards, when it comes down, don't actually put your weight on it. Just leave it there. As you see, it's kind of just floating here. And try to do all of them without putting the foot all the way back down. So pick whichever leg you want to start with and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now switch legs. Ready? Begin. 1. Ooh, I'm feeling that in my hammy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tried to tip forward like I almost did. 8, 9, and 10. Whew. So those hopefully were more difficult to do from a balancing perspective than a muscle perspective, but you will feel those. And what you should try to do as you do more and more of those is maybe you can only go, say, here this time. Try to really balance so you can go all the way parallel to the ground. I know I haven't done these in a while, so my form probably wasn't great. It wasn't as parallel as I'd like to be, but I'll improve on that. And we'll do another set later. One last thing before we do our cardio, and then come back and do some more indoor work. Let's just do nice and slow, deep squats. So this one, I'm actually even going to suggest you go deeper than normal. So if you normally take your squat, say to here, where you're about parallel to the ground, go all the way down, almost like you're squatting on the ground, all right? Just to make sure you're getting that full range of motion. I know some people would say that for a squat, that maybe not as correct form, but I'm looking for functional motions. So it's very normal that at some point you might pick something off the ground or need to hang out, or if you're in a third world country or China like I used to live in, you might need to use a squatting toilet. Well, if you've never squatted, you're not going to be very good at it. And when you're done, it's really good if you can get back up again. So let's just do 15 of these, nice and easy, and then we'll do our cardio. So let's go. Begin. 1, 2, 3, and really settle real nice and deep down into your squat. As you can see, I'm dropping my butt. It's 4, kind of get a little extra far down. 5 at the end, just to get a little extra range of motion on my knees and really use some of those muscles that you really don't, at 7, use a lot on a regular basis. 8, 9, 10. All right, I think we have 5 more. I lost count a little bit there. 11 when I was talking, so if I missed off the count, 12, then please just correct it when you're watching the video. 13, and do one more or less as you were supposed to. 14, and the last one. 15, and in case I screwed up, I'll do one more. All right, there we go. That's enough of a warm-up today. I'm gonna go do my cardio, jogging, 30 minutes, standard pace, standard jog. Use your arms. We haven't talked about that in a long time. Make sure to pump your arms. Make sure to extend your legs. And don't forget to throw in a set of crossovers, both directions, and some backwards running. whenever you get a chance. If you do get stuck at a light and you have to wait for it, you want to keep jogging in place, keep your blood moving. If you don't have a good spot to do crossovers or backwards running, you can also just do some little butt kicks or even some high knees, whatever you need to do. Just keep your body moving. All right, I'll see you after the run. All right, guys, we're back inside. Hope you had a good run. I know I did. Got a little bit rained on, but it actually felt really good. And about halfway through, got into a great groove. And I even threw in a couple of little interval sprints as well. So something we haven't talked about, but for those of you who are interested, especially if you want to play some kind of sport that might require that acceleration, throw in a couple of short bursts. It's just really fun to mix it up a little bit. With that, let's hop into our other exercises to finish up what we're doing. So let's go back to the single leg. There we go. Oh, that's tight. Drinking birds. Let's do again 10 with each leg. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One tip in case this helps, well, there's 2 tips. Some people like to look at a specific spot on the floor as they go up and down. That's great. I actually find if you saw me at the end, I kind of made my hands in a fist a little bit. I actually imagine that when I'm down at the bottom, I'm almost like picking up a weight and pulling it up with me. I find that for some reason that helps me balance as well. Anyway, other leg when you're ready. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and then let's do, keep things nice and balanced. Again, those really nice, deep, slow squats, all right? Very slow, especially in that bottom portion, all right? You're not trying to accelerate too quickly through there. We don't want to put a lot of strain in the joints. Let's do 15 of those. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2 more, 14, and 15. All right, and towards the end there, you may have noticed I started extending my arms on the way up. I just did that to remind me to keep my back from curling over too much. I noticed I started going down and kind of really curling in like I was saying, which isn't necessarily bad, but I really want to make sure that most of the work's being done in the lower body and not a lot of rocking motion. So when I kind of did this, kept my back a little straighter. Reminded me of my posture a bit. Something optional for you to think about for future times. All right, good. So I think with that, we'll keep things pretty simple today. So let's just do our last set of push-ups, just like we did the first time, also with the side to sides. We'll give that a shot, see if we can do a second set. I've never actually done 2 of those in one workout, so we'll give it a go. And then we'll wrap things up. All right, guys, so back in our positions, 40, 10, and 5. Remember, when we get to 20, we start doing side to side. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now side to side. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31,
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now plank. Ooh, all right. Like I said, not too bad. Almost feels a little better sometimes to mix up the muscles a little bit there. All right, let's do the next 10. Normal. We're just normal the way out on it. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold your plank. All right, last 5. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for today. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking out through the end. Hope you like the new movements. Those will be coming back for us in future workouts. And don't forget, if you like these workouts and haven't yet, subscribe below, smash that thumbs up button, or send us some feedback and comments to tell us what you think, what you'd like to see, what you don't like to see, what I do that you do and don't, well, despise. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow.